All right, good evening, everyone. It is Monday, July 28th, 2025, and this is our Committee of the Whole meeting for the Walker City Commission. Couple things for the 6:30, if we can get to both. First, most pressing is sidewalk presentation, and Travis, I think you're going to tee up my favorite engineering intern this summer, so.
All right, your favorite engineering intern this summer.
Yes.
Chase Combs, right?
Oh, that's right, we only had one of them, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That was good. I thought you were making a joke. So yeah, I just wanted to give Chase a brief introduction. Chase is our summer engineering department intern. This is his 12th week and his last week, so it's been a very quick internship. Chase was born and raised in New York City, and he's going into his senior year at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh. So a little bit of a different applicant than we've had in the past. And with that background, I think he gives us a fresh perspective on sidewalks. So I'm going to turn it over to Chase here and let him talk to you.
All right. Welcome, Chase.
Hello. So good evening, everyone. As Travis said, my name is Chase Combs. I'm the engineering intern for this summer. And today I will be sharing with you some of the results from my sidewalk and trail inspection for 2025. So first, before getting into the details, why are sidewalk and trail inspections important? So the Michigan Municipal League has mentioned that trip and fall incidents on sidewalks are the most common liability claims for the state of Michigan. So it's important as a city that we get ahead of these claims and ensure that there is proper maintenance on the sidewalks so that residents feel safe while walking on them. And so a little bit of the process on these sidewalk inspections. So firstly, a photo of the obstruction is taken using the city iPad, and then using an app called Field Maps, the location, the exact location of that obstruction, the discrepancy. So this includes whether that's vegetation overgrowth, whether this is a vertical rise, a cracked slab. That is recorded along with the priority of the obstruction. So that is how severe that obstruction is relative to the other obstructions. Those are all recorded. And then using a software called ArcMap, supporting materials are developed. This includes the map, a map book, which includes the location, a picture of it, along with more details on it, and then a spreadsheet of all of the findings and their respective addresses. So, as mentioned before, these obstructions are ranked by priority. So priority 1 is considered a sidewalk with a shift or gap that is 2 inches or greater. And so this is considered a sudden change in characteristic of the sidewalk that requires a pedestrian to walk off of the sidewalk. And so this is most important as because we don't want pedestrians walking outside of the sidewalk that could possibly mean the street, which is unsafe, and so that's why this is a priority 1. And so a total of 36 of these findings were found, and it's recommended that these are repaired within 30 days. So here are a few more priority 1 photos. So of these priority 1s, the top discrepancies were vegetation overgrowth. There's a total of 17 of them. Secondly, greater than 2-inch vertical rise, there are 7. And then third, there's cracked slab and other. So other can include things like a missing slab entirely, or one time I found a parking wheel stop that's usually in a parking lot that was just covering the sidewalk, so I considered that a priority 1 as well. So priority 2s are sidewalks with a shift or gap that is 3/4 of an inch to 2 inches. And so this is a moderate change in characteristic of the sidewalk that can usually be avoided by the pedestrian, but is oftentimes inconvenient. And also it's important as these priority 2s can eventually become priority 1s. So the bush in the right upper corner could eventually grow to become a priority 1 to fully cover the sidewalk. Along with the vertical rise in the lower right corner, that can rise eventually to be greater than 2 inches. And so a total of 159 of these were found, and the recommended action is that these be repaired within 6 months. 159 sounds like a lot, but once we get into trends of previous years, it's pretty consistent with what we've seen in previous sidewalk inspections. So priority 3s are areas of sidewalk that have a shift or gap that is a 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch in size, and this is a very slight change in characteristic of the sidewalk. Usually this is multiple rises along a sidewalk that when you look at it from afar, you can see that it's not quite a perfect sidewalk, but when you walk on it, you don't really notice any real difference in elevation. And so a total of 4 of these were found, and it's recommended that these be inspected again in 1 year to hope that these don't become priority 2s, or if they become even worse, priority 1s. So the trend in findings, this is between 2017 to 2025. Total findings for this year is 199. This is very similar to 2021 and 2023. Compared to 2023, there are a lot less priority 1s, which is good, and there's roughly the same amount of priority 2s. If you look at 2017 and 2019, those are pretty far odds on the spectrum. So 2017 has the lowest, 2019 has the highest. This can be for many reasons. This can be because there might have just been that few or that many findings for that year, or it also comes down to how that specific inspector at the time viewed certain obstructions and whether they thought it should be added to the list or not. Okay, so this is the 2025 findings map for Ward 1. Ward 1 has a total of 49 findings. If you look at the Alpine Estates neighborhood, usually that's a hotspot for vertical rises. However, this year during my inspection, there was utility work being done in that area, and so a lot of that sidewalk was being replaced, and so a lot of the vertical rises that would have been found weren't there this year. Ward 2 has a total of 81 findings. It's highly concentrated around City Hall here, along with the neighborhood in the right-hand corner, and that also is pretty consistent with previous years. This is just mainly because there's areas, and often people walk along those areas, whereas 3 Mile doesn't have as much because not many people are walking along 3 Mile that often. Okay, so Ward 3 has a total of 69 findings. South of O'Brien, there isn't many findings, if any at all. There's only one, and that's from, I think, the Standell Trail. And most of the findings are concentrated in the left upper corner in that neighborhood that is divided by Wilson. And so these are the total discrepancy statistics for 2025. The most findings are from that 1/4 of an inch to, or 3/4 of an inch to 2-inch rises with a total of 80. Then we have vegetation overgrowth with 64, followed by cracked slabs, and then other, and then greater than 2 inches rise, and then multiple small rises. And so for sidewalk inspections, it's expected that that 3/4 of an inch to 2-inch rise is going to be the highest because there's a lot of sidewalk in the city. However, it must be noted that vegetation overgrowth, 17 of those are priority 1s, whereas all of those 3/4 of an inch to 2-inch rises are priority 2s. And so there's a lot more vegetation overgrowth than there is vertical rises that are priority 1s. And because of that large amount of vegetation overgrowth, letters regarding vegetation overgrowth on residents' properties were sent out to them. There's a total of 50 letters sent, so only 14 of those vegetation overgrowths were on the city. The rest of the 50 were on residents, and we asked that residents trim that vegetation to their own discretion before DPW trims it for them. And so lastly, all of these findings and maps will be shared with DPW along with the map book and the spreadsheet to ensure that all of these fixes to these sidewalks are done, whether that be replacing the slab entirely if it's greater than 2 inches, or grinding it down if it's between that 3/4 of an inch to 2 inches. So yeah. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Commissioners, questions?
No, but I appreciate your presentation. You did a very nice job.
Thank you.
Good job, Chase.
And it's, yeah, go ahead, Sue Mammy.
Chase, I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
Have you sent the letters out yet, or are those ready to go out?
Oh, those have been sent out.
And any response yet?
Yeah, I've gotten many calls from residents, some asking if I can re-inspect their vegetation overgrowth, and I've gone out to some of them so far. Yeah.
And my other question is, do we have an idea of how many miles of sidewalk we have in the city? Or what the total length was that you walked this year inspecting these?
I do not have a total length of miles, but it was a lot,
Yeah.
definitely.
You didn't wear a Fitbit? Come on.
Well, I know, I mean, and I think as you look at that trend of the numbers over the years, we've had a lot of development happen in the city, whether they be along public roads or new plats or subdivisions where new sidewalk has been installed. So we would expect those numbers obviously to increase on the number of miles we have. And as you see the older sidewalks in some of those neighborhoods, like especially in the second ward there, those are probably all 20 to 25-year-old, and it's probably what you expect at that life expectancy of a sidewalk, where you're gonna have some of those issues. So just curious. Good work, though.
Thank you.
So yeah, I was gonna ask about the letters as well, but I did want to point out, so commissioners, in front of you, you had actually a printable ruler to go in your summer reading bags here to take home with you. Chase had a good idea of, was kind of hovering in his doorway the other day about how do we give a visual to help understand the impact of what something beyond 2 inches or what that 3/4 of an inch looks like. I know your handwriting is not as neat, so I think this might be your office mate back there that wrote that, or is that, I don't think that's your handwriting, is it?
No, that's Emily.
But it was your idea, so I'll give you that much. So, no, so it was just, I think to give you some context when you look at, you know, what becomes a priority one and help understand that. You get calls from constituents that are asking about do I need to do this? This is just, I think, a good visual for us. So, nice idea on this for us to take with and be able just for a point of reference at that appropriate time of what the priorities are. So as you're going about our city, what for a city our age and makeup and what have you, and you're from another part of the country, so that this is new for you, walking some of these streets you haven't been on before. Any conclusions or correlations you've made along the journey walking through there where you looked and said, this makes sense or this doesn't?
I think the state of the sidewalks make a lot of sense here. They're definitely in very good condition compared to New York City. But I think that's mainly because, Michigan and Walker is a very car-centric, area. So the majority of people who are using the sidewalks are walking their dog or going on a run, compared to New York City, where it's like every day people are walking on these sidewalks. And also it's harder to maintain a larger city compared to something like Walker.
Sure.
So I think, for the state in which the sidewalks are in, I think they're actually pretty good. And yeah.
Awesome.
I do have one other question. With vegetation, sorry, I'm having a hard time saying that. It's not just always the width of something. Is it also like if there's branches that grow down?
Yeah.
And like at a certain, what's the footage for?
The footage for that is 7 feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, thank you.
Yeah, good question. City managers, commissioners, anything else for Chase? Chase, we wish you the best. Thank you for all you did. I've enjoyed debating. We still have some healthy debates about restaurants in West Michigan, so it's all good. I've left a little more educated. I learned some things from Chase, so enjoyed having you this summer, and we wish you the best on to bigger and better things. So,
Thank you.
all right, well done tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, we are at 6:45. I will turn to our city clerk and ask if there's anything down there, and we'll go commissioner manager comments.
Yep, just 2 things. So last meeting, I told everybody about our election equipment maintenance that happened the day following our last commission meeting. They were here from about 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. They had all of our equipment out, all of our tabulators, all of our voter assist terminals, and our ballot on demand. They didn't find any issues with our equipment, which was fantastic to learn. What they did was installed new software for security to our tabulators. They installed new clocks for new batteries for the clocks. There were some issues in other jurisdictions with holding time on the tabulators during election day, which is problematic because we're very tied to those start and end times. And they updated our ballot on demand systems, which is what we use for early voting, just to make that process a little more streamlined. All in all, like, I think they had about 5 people here and they knocked it out pretty quickly, so I was really pleased with how fast they did that. And then also I want to just draw attention to that email that you received from Jessica, our deputy city clerk, Jessica Marion, received her next level, the MIPMC2 accreditation from the IIMC. So she's put in a lot of work, a lot of education, a lot of hours to do that. So I just wanted to congratulate her.
Thank you. Commissioner Babcock?
Yeah, we just had a really good Public Safety Committee meeting and got an update from both the Police Department and Fire Department, and the amount of information that our new fire chief was able to share with us in such short time is just astounding, and the ideas that he has to help us move forward in that area, I'm really excited to see come to fruition. So, yeah, just really excited to see where we go from here.
Awesome. Thank you. Commissioner Groders? Commissioner Chase?
Just reiterating what Commissioner Babcock said about public safety that we had today. And we had Planning Commission 2 weeks ago, almost now too. And we had the Riverbend one got postponed, a Visser Building one got postponed. We had a nice informational session talking about Falk with the expansion that they want to do down the road from Northridge. So, yeah, it was good.
And I think for the 2 that were postponed were due to the applicant.
Yeah.
Both needing it.
Yep.
So nothing on our end. So.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. Thank you. Commissioner DeShane?
I'm all set, thank you.
Commissioner Burke?
Yeah, I have to say something too. I mean, I had at least 5, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this answer for 3 years, moments in that meeting with the chief. It was just awesome. Up to down, awesome. So I'm very, very pleased and very happy that we're moving in a strong direction moving forward. I'd also like to thank, it might be Nicole, might be somebody else, whoever gets our super high power magnet name badges. I
hiding back there.
dropped a bolt into my motorcycle tank yesterday,
And it's stuck?
and it goes to the bottom of the tank.
Yeah.
I'm leaving Sunday. I'm like, I'm in big trouble. I pulled out my trusty magnet, tied it onto a string, fished it down, clunk, got my bolt out. So thank you for not cheaping out on name badges in the city of Walker. I appreciate it.
It's awesome. Mr. City Manager, Mr. City Manager.
Nope, I'm good, thank you.
All right, I will yield the floor. We have about 11, 12 minutes here. We'll stand in recess. Thank you all.
Terry, I couldn't let y'all outdress me, so I had to say, you know what? We were wondering who was preaching. I'm preaching. And you'll want to come to it. I just tell Chad, I'm going to the street and just like this for a minute. I think y'all like it. Y'all brought me up here. And it was cool weather yet. This is my sister Brooke. This is my wife Rachel. Rachel's going to speak.
No, I do not. There will be no speeches.
What about the entertainment?
And for everybody in here, before we get started in a minute, we have to wait till 7 o'clock officially. I don't know if this will be a marathon quick meeting, but it'll be pretty darn close, so don't feel like you got to run out of the room. We'll move quickly for you, so. We really have to wait 3 more minutes, don't we? Yeah. Well, good evening, everyone. It is 7 o'clock. It is Monday, July 28th. This is the City Commission meeting for the City of Walker. Officially have to do that. There we go. I'd like to call our commission meeting to order and ask Commissioner Groders to deliver the invocation, lead us in Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Today's prayer is modified from the lyrics of the song Day by Day by the Porter's Gate. It was shared yesterday at my church by Bennett Samuel. So if you just take a moment and reflect with me, let us pray. Teacher, shape in us hearts eager to learn and hands ready to extend kindness to neighbor and stranger alike. Lawyer, stir in us the hope that justice will not just be an idea, but a reality woven into our communities. Farmer, as you toil the soil, sow in us gratitude for creation's bounty and mindfulness of stewardship. Painter, through your colors, awaken in us the vision to see beauty even amid brokenness. Nurse and doctor, through your healing hands, may we recognize Christ's touch among the poor and the brokenhearted. Carpenter, as you frame homes, remind us of shelter not just for bodies, but for spirits yearning for belonging. Leaders, build cities where justice flows like waters and every child's laughter echoes with hope. First responders, in your courage, may we see the face of Christ rushing towards suffering and not away. Journalists, carry the sacred torch of truth, illuminating dark corners with integrity and compassion. Engineer as you design bridges, inspire us to connect beyond divisions, upholding the dignity of each life. Activists, in your passionate cries for justice, echo the prophets who called us back to God's righteousness. May God's kingdom come on earth, his will be done. Lord, be close to us. Lord, have mercy on us. Lord, please put your hand on us day by day. Amen.
And I'd like to invite everybody to stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. If I could please ask our clerk to call the roll.
Mayor Carey,
Present.
Commissioner Babcock,
Present.
Commissioner Groders,
Present?
Commissioner Chase,
Present.
Commissioner DeShane,
Present?
Commissioner Burke.
Present.
And if I could ask for a motion support, please, to excuse our Mayor Pro Tem this evening.
So moved.
Support.
Commissioner Groders, Commissioner Babcock, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, done with the easy, or hard stuff. Easy stuff now. Chief Schultz, come on up. And Rachel, if you'd like, if you want to have family come up with, sister too, yeah. Yeah. All right.
I state your name.
Russell Schultz,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States,
to support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of this state,
the Constitution of the state,
and to faithfully perform the duties
and to faithfully perform the duties
of the office of Fire Chief
of the office of Fire Chief
for the city of Walker to the best of my ability.
for the city of Walker to the best of my abilities.
Right there. That's it. Congratulations, welcome to Walker.
Chief, you may have the floor, right up to that podium if you would like. That microphone remove if you would like a little echo in here.
I may not have much. Listen, I want to thank everybody for allowing me this opportunity to serve with you. The last couple of weeks, getting to know everyone and making the rounds, the city of Walker, between the police and fire department, this is one of the most professional agencies and organizations that I've ever been around. And the amount of motivation that each of you have to serve the community is unbelievable. The collaboration between the police and fire department, you know, look, I've been around doing this job for 34 years. Public service does not work if there's not seamless coordination between police and fire. Unfortunately, most communities, that doesn't exist. And to see what we have here, and the teamwork and the collaboration with the command staff, it's unbelievable. One thing I can promise you is as we forge a new chapter, the next chapter at the Walker Fire Department and Walker Public Safety, is that we're not going to forget all the successes of the people that came before us. The successes of serving this community since 1937, the fire department has served the city of Walker, and anything that we do in the future is going to be grounded in the success and all of the good things that those folks that came before us did for this community. So I'm excited. There's not a word that can tell you how excited I am to serve with you and serve you as you serve the citizens of Walker. So thank you all very much for being here tonight. It means a ton to me. Thank you very much.
Wonderful words. Thank you, Chief. Next on the list is approval of minutes from the July 14th, 2025. Is there any questions on said minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Support.
So we love it. All right. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Minutes pass. Public comment agenda items. Anybody? Anybody? Rolling down the list. Consent agenda. Expenditures in the amount of $3,024,434.90. Is there any question on the bills? Seeing and hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for approval and support, please.
I'll make a motion.
Support.
DeShane Groders. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right. Other public comment, agenda or non-agenda items. Going once, going twice. Yes. All right, we're good. Any other questions, quick, commissioners, city managers, Madam Clerk? All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval, and need support to adjourn, please.
I'll make a motion.
Chase.
Support.
Babcock, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, we stand adjourned. Thank you.